Rennie Hell kicks off for the Poppies, and great to see James Horan back in defence as well. Looks like he's almost that sort of full-back, centre-back position, trying to work out Kettering's formation. Could possibly even be three at the back at the moment. Well,
again, dangerous, you know, another set piece. Set pieces have been a downfall of Kettering recently, so let's just hope that they line everybody up correctly for this one.
Well, they've got players on the front and back post. That ball goes in, and it's Rennie Hell who heads that out for another corner, and I think he felt there was someone very close to him there, and that was the correct choice to put the ball out. Gooch comes out and collects on the edge of the area, looked to roll it quickly to Horan, but then decided to just hold on to the ball that little bit longer. Remember that standout performance against Kettering for Hitchin when he was in goal, and certainly a promising goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's done well coming in, covering.
Great run.
Good cross in there, and it will be the first corner for Kettering. Hall going for the short option, although I think that was more just to make the number 11 come out of the area. Ball goes in towards the far post. Rennie Howell misses out with the header. Mulligan is there. Ball bouncing around. Mulligan shoots. It comes off Horan, and he has given offside. I don't think Horan knew too much about that, to be honest.
Yeah. It's difficult with this pitch, you know, because keeping it on the floor with the bobble is tricky if you put it in the air with the wind. So you would have hoped Kettering would be more used to it than other teams, but we haven't seen evidence of that really this season. We've not looked really at home at all.
And you have to remember when we go to sort of Westwood Road as well, there's a breakaway. James Hall crosses it, comes off the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper did great there.
He just made himself as big as possible, didn't he? And just tried to get something on the ball to try and take the power out that shot. And Mulligan seems to be the intended target at the moment. Him or Rennie Howell. Howell with two players around him manages to head that forward, and just a bit too much, and it goes past O'Connor. Good jump there from James Vighton. Now O'Connor with the ball.
Here we go.
On the edge of the area, has a shot, comes off the goalkeeper. It's a great stop, and you'd almost say if James Hall was the other side of that, he may have picked up the rebound, but Kettering still with the ball at the moment. Vighton plays it out towards O'Connor. O'Connor looks up, crosses that ball in. Rennie Howe is there, he jumps, but it's Treves who jumps first and manages to claw that ball into his chest. Great.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those attacking players have, you know, left the club. You know, we've lost Spencer Wood Daly and Carvalho. I wouldn't say Barnes Homer was a particularly mobile player, but again, an attacking player.
Well, there's a shot there, and a great save there from Gooch again. Seemed like the St Ives player had a lot of time just on the edge of the penalty area to get that shot away, and a corner for St Ives. Kettering players on the post, movement around, goes towards the near post, and it goes past two Kettering players, and the ball not cleared.
Didn't know of anything.
Well, that is great.
It is, he was in the right place. The first one went straight at him, he knew nothing about it, but he was straight back up again, ready to smother that ball when that last shot came in.
But the end of it, and a good long kick there, high in the air, and Horan looked like he had his arms around the player, but the referee said that was fine. The game continues, and it's with Hall now. Hall in some space. He's got O'Connor ahead, but good little switch over towards Hicks. Hicks controls it, crosses it in. O'Connor shoots wide, but good bit of link up, and that's what Kettering's been after. And that was a great cross in from Hall. Lewis Hornby with a mixed bag of set pieces this season. Plays the ball in. It's low. Solcombe with a header just over.
Yeah, nice flat delivery there, flat with pace, and it was just skimmed Brett's head a bit there as he tried to get the header in. Yeah, a little bit of noise from the fans finally from behind that goal. They've not had a lot to cheer about. Ball
goes in midway as Rennie Howe rises, and the referee blows for a foul on number 4, and instead of allowing them to have the free kick, he blows for the half-time whistle. So day, Kettering do win the throw-in, and Kettering got in a good position there, but unfortunately just couldn't get that ball in. O'Connor plays it over the top, and Hicks tries to get on the end of it. Ball not gone out and mis-kicked, but cleared. Bradshaw looks up and plays that ball towards Danny Kelly. Kelly controls the ball. He's got Dominic Landon on him. He's played the ball into the area, falls past, and a shot goes in just wide, and it came off a Kettering player last the corner. Again, a quick break though from St Ives. That's a long throw from Langdon. Howe with the ball, just on that touchline, does so well to control it, and under a lot of pressure, and that's control from Bateman. Needs to keep advancing forward. He does play it forward towards Hornby. Hornby has a shot. He's hit it, and it's gone wide, and pretty much a shot out of nowhere from Lewis Hornby. He and just allows Kettering's defence to push forward. He's going to kick from out his hands, and it's a good long kick. Headed though strongly by this St Ives player, and Dominic Landon controls it, not the best of control, and has another go at clearing the ball forward, which he does, and that again is cleared away from the St Ives player, headed on, and now we have a break here with Shove running into the penalty area. Gooch has come out, made himself big, and that is a well worked goal from St Ives, and it is Ben Seymour Shove who has scored from quite some distance there.
Yeah, Liam Gooch got a little bit caught in two minds there whether to come out or not. Stood his ground, but Shove really finished that off well.
You have to say an error there from Dominic Landon, who seemed to struggle under the pressure of the advance of St Ives players. We've said they're quick, and it's almost like he was caught out there.
It was. Yeah, it looks like Bateman is starting to get a little bit frustrated with everything now, giving away that silly free kick. Again, we've got to get ourselves organised.
Looks like Robbie Dadley gave this sign of a no more towards Liam Bateman there, as he goes away with talking to.
Yep. Got some big players up for this free kick. Number 7 Shove's going to take it. Again, we've got the number 4 there, Lee Chaffee, right at the back with nobody anywhere near him.
He's going to
That's
fall
a
to the
poor
two.
header. He's hit it and it's gone wide.
Well, that wasn't actually too far from Kelly. Headed forward, and I think the goal has certainly gave more confidence to St Ives. They're certainly building as the game continues.
Absolutely, and the St Ives fans there out singing the Poppies Faithful as well. It's not looking too good at the minute. We need some ideas to come, and we need them to come quickly.
Well, Brighton with the ball is Brighton, who normally performs well at Westwood Road against St Ives, and also Cambridge City, but an attack here now with Hicks. Ball towards O'Connor. O'Connor crosses it in, and again there's no Kettering player there. Bateman's just too late coming in, and the ball rolls away past James Hall. It's an interesting one. I mean, we have seen Kettering almost sacrifice a defender in the past few games, but do they risk that today? They are 1-0 down already. So that goes in. Gooch jumps and again holds onto the ball really well. Commanding goalkeeper there. So the first substitution, and is it James Horan coming off?
Okay, so that could be putting Langdon into the middle at the back there if it is. No, it's James Hall comes off to be replaced by Joran John there. So that's a fairly straightforward
That's a
switch.
like for like, isn't it, swap? And then we see Jack Kelly coming on, and it's Horan coming off, but where Kelly goes will be the interesting one.
Go wide somewhere, I would assume, to try and give us that tiny bit of width.
Well, I don't know, is it almost a fullback position taken over from Dominic Landon, and
Langdon into the centre? Does that mean that Harron's just lost his fitness, he's not ready, and that's just...
Well, it looked in the first half that he was struggling at times, but that's Kettering defence.
Oh, that's a good tackle there.
Kelly with the ball, plays it out towards Brighton, and again, Kettering looking so relaxed in defence. It's there's no urgency at all, and St Ives now try and break again. That's a long ball, and Gooch will hold on to that.
That's it. I think they were just still making an adjustment from the substitutions there, and they really didn't know what their job was, and nearly got caught out. Unless we can get the ball to them, however.
We've had 63 minutes gone here, and it's Kettering nil, St Ives 1.
Slow there again.
Dominic Landon with a last-ditch tackle there on Kelly.
That could happen again here if we're not careful. They seem to be putting that ball up in the air, and as we know, Brett's pace is not his strong point.
That's a decent crossing.
That's a great crossing. Oh, and that's really unlucky from Rennie Howe there. James Brighton put a really dangerous header back across, and Rennie just put it just wide of the post. Yeah, the fans are crying out for some passion and a bit of fight in the team, and just effort. All the fans would accept more. Losing the odd match or drawing the odd match if they see 100% effort from the players during the game. That's not always been the case.
Well, Kettering seem to be gradually getting into this second half, although that pass from Hicks goes straight towards the St Ives players, but the pace suddenly is upped in this game as Bet Salcombe dummies the ball one way, then plays it the other, and plays it towards Brighton, who's now in some space and seems to be pushing forward. The cross goes in and the header is out from the St Ives defence, and Salcombe, we know Hicks can pass the ball well on his day, and
that's well done by Rennie just to get that ball away. Again, Brighton here on the wrong side from a bit, but that's a decent enough cross, and Rennie's hit it.
Comes off the St Ives defence, and Kettering now starting to test this defence.
That's it.
Kelly has the ball. Kelly crosses it in, far post. O'Connor is there, controls it, tries to bring it down, shouts of handball, but the referee says no.
Just waiting for this goal kick. This is going to be lumped right up towards Brett.
It's going to be Kelly heads it forward, bouncing around, and Hornby's done well to get the ball.
He's got away with that, hasn't he?
And,
I think I would agree with the management team of St Ives there. Hornby seemed to lump him up in the air.
Yeah. Well, Brighton now with a challenge, plays it towards Hicks. Hicks plays it towards Hornby. Hornby has a shot low and he's dragged that wide. And the Robbie Dadley's coming over now to the bench. Shove, but it will be a throw in. Jack Kelly looks up. He's got Rennie Howe ahead of him. Picks out Rennie Howe, who finds Brighton. Good pass there between the two players. Back towards Rennie Howe. Howe now tries to take on. Shove. Back towards Brighton. Brighton with the ball towards Howe.
Nice interplay there, and Brighton here to put the cross in.
Hicks heads it back in. Salcombe's there. There's two Kettering players went up, and the referees gave a free kick.
No.
Problem is, you've got John and Bet Salcombe both going for the same ball there, and then they go with the St Ives defender. And again, Kettering need to be switched on here. It seems like St Ives do know what they're doing when it comes to these corners, even if they don't look of quality. They certainly test them.
Left the front post sort of unmanned until the corner comes in.
And the header goes in at that post, and fortunately Kettering are switched on and clear the ball away. Cut out there by Brett Salcombe. Hicks plays it towards Bateman. Bateman just pushing that little bit further forward now. Finds Howe. Howe has got Hicks to his right.
Nice switch there from Howe to Hicks, and Hicks is going to put this in, and again a really poor delivery.
No real quality as such was there, no real pace. Well, you look at Brett Salcombe's body language after he missed that kick, and he wasn't impressed at all. Kelly now having another go to get that ball into the area, plays it towards Howe. Howe with the ball, plays it out towards Hicks. Again, that area is so packed at the moment. Salcombe jumps.
And the keeper's gone into no man's land, but he's got away with that, hasn't he? He's escaped there, and he's going to stay down for a little bit.
Again, not much momentum at the moment. He plays sideways towards Hornby, plays it forwards towards Howe, and Howe misjudges and sort of loses his balance, and now there could be a break here.
That's it. Peter Clark has played the ball forward there, and great interception from Langdon just to stop Charlie Day getting in to make it 2-0.
And again tries to run with the ball, to travel over the halfway line, looks up, he's got Brighton ahead of him, he's got Hicks just on the inside. Instead he tries to pick out Howe, which he has done. Rennie Howe looks, shoots,
and it just had a tiny little bobble there before he hit it.
It was all St Ives, so it's a hit and hope mentality now from Kettering, as Kelly plays the ball forward, finds Brighton. John plays it to Kelly. Kelly just needs that confidence to take on some of these St Ives players.
And again, that's a really, really poor effort from Lewis Hornby.
You have to say, he has certainly had a terrible game, hasn't he? Since he's come on, I've not really seen much from him at all. What I'm not seeing is a player going and putting his arm around him and saying, just
get your head back together, try and play some simple passes, get your confidence. I'm not seeing that happening out there. Just heard the attendance today is 483. Not too bad in the circumstances, I would say. It's not far off our average attendance.
Not far off
year.
at all, is it? But
I mean, I'm hearing in general the attendances this season over last are down about 5%, which again is, financially damaging for the club. Hopefully there can be some more initiatives to try and get some more people back in. The best initiative, of course, would be to get some decent football on show for people to come and watch. That is
easier said than done, it seems, at the moment. But a throw-in for Kettering in the St Ives half. The referee's telling Jack Kelly don't go further with that throw, and knock on there from O'Connor finds the St Ives player, but he has another go and this time plays it out towards Bateman. Bateman plays the ball over the top. Rennie Howe is there.
Howe's there, and it's Brighton's going to hit this. No, run into him, and it's a goal.
O'Connor scores, and
puts it away.
I'm just wondering. I think James Brighton could be injured here when he tried to stab that ball forward towards O'Connor. And a good ball in the end from Bateman into the area, and James Brighton managed to, as you say, just get something on it. And
Brighton's okay there. He had that clash with Jack Bradshaw, but finally we get some dangerous balls in there, test that defence, and they were finally found wanting.
Back towards Hornby. Hornby takes a touch, looks up, plays it on the ground, bobbles around anyhow with the ball over the top. O'Connor tries to get the shot in. The last minute or last second challenge there from St Ives to knock the ball away. Hicks over the ball.
And well left by James Brighton there. I thought he just missed it, but he knew
Kelly was there.
Kelly was there. Let's hope for a good ball across. It's gone to the back post.
Well, someone's out. It's O'Connor is pulled up on that far side.
Time he's pulled up. Look.
Throw in, goes in, comes off Kelly, and John plays that back towards Gooch. Gooch, ball bouncing around, a dangerous ball, but manages to clear it, and that will be it.
He's looked at his watch there, and that's it. He's blown for full time, and it's St Ives 1, Kettering 1.
Well, yes, Kettering fans will be very disappointed, although they managed to get the goal back to equalise it, but they should be, and they are expecting Kettering to beat teams here at Latimer Park.
Definitely. This would have been a game that Kettering should have won, really.